So here, my drawing, I know that the purpose was not for drawing, but my drawings are really bad because I am not an artist. But I think I covered the basis of the warning. And so this first scene is arriving to the airplane factory thinking, what a good day to be at work. So he's excited to be at work. And then the next scene is Ronnie gets to his desk and he sees a note that says, "See Mr. Burns." And his first thought is, what did I do? And in each scene, I included vocabulary words or words that would evoke emotion. So here, Ronnie feels nervous, scared, and panicked because he's like, what did I do? And this third scene, um, Ronnie is like, will I get fired? He's thinking these things. I need this job. And then this is him walking down that long hallway to go to Mr. Burns' office. And he puts on a smile and says, here goes nothing. And on the flip side, again, we have more vocabulary words. He's unsure, he's scared, and he's nervous. Moving over to scene 4, at the top, you have Ronnie and Mr. Burns shaking hands. Ronnie saying hello to Mr. Burns, and Mr. Burns saying hello to Ronnie. Then they sit down, and then Mr. Burns explains as to why Ronnie was brought to his office. And it's been brought to my attention that your work has fallen off. And now the vocabulary words for this one is reprimand and grief. Mr. Burns is now having to reprimand Ronnie, and Ronnie's feeling some sense of grief. And the fifth scene, we are looking at Mr. Burns handing Ronnie the letter with the warning, and Ronnie feeling like, thank goodness. And Mr. Burns thinking to himself, I hope he learns from this. And the vocabulary words for this section is content and grateful. And more can be added to this, but right now that's content and grateful. And then our last scene is Mr. Burns and Ronnie walking each other to the door, and Ronnie saying it won't happen again, and Mr. Burns saying good. And then here the vocabulary words is respect, ease, and thankful. And I included the vocabulary words because I think it allows students to connect with the character's emotions. It allows the students to make inferences. And I mean, this is all drawn up and this is one complete thing. But if I was completing this with students, I would have students make inferences as to what they think would happen next. How would the character feel? How do you think the character feels? How would you feel in a situation very similar? Or if this happened to you, how would you feel? So I think it's important to, one, connect emotions to reading, but I also think it's important to connect the vocabulary to it. So this is all 6 scenes of my from the warning and my really, really bad artwork, but I think I touched on many of the things from the story, and hopefully understood how I would tie some of this in. And there's more stuff that can be added and you can go over and add with your students as you're continuing to read and other students are giving their input. But thanks for watching.